Welcome to MovieBitches! RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 5, Episode 7. First things first, shout out to our Patreon supporters. $5 a month gets you ad-free early access. $10 gets you access to our viewing parties.
They're getting a little sassy.
They are getting a little, there's a lot to
yell at.
Yes.
Judge-wise.
Santino, Michelle. Second, make sure to subscribe. Click that little bell. Oh, sorry. I threw it.
Wow, it was like Pavlovian.
Right?
I was like, but it's time. But it's time for the. It's down.
It's down.
Andrew, it's down.
Down. Turn the bell on so that you know we're going to release every Thursday. See you next Thursdays. We're halfway through at this point. You think you learned, but you never know. I'm not judging.
No, we're putting out there. We're releasing every Thursday, so make sure to check in if you're not getting notifications. We are releasing episodes every Thursday.
Yeah. I think YouTube hates us.
Yeah.
Because there were some comments and stuff where we'd post something and people would be like, "Oh, it's so nice to have you back." And I'm like, "Girl, we didn't go anywhere. We've been posting every week for 10 years."
So, check in. Check in.
Yeah. Oh, right. But yes, make sure to subscribe and share. Oh. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Letterboxd, all of those.
All of those. But most importantly on YouTube.
Yes. And tell all of your friends, hey, you should check out MovieBitches. They're reviewing Season 5 of Drag Race.
So, yes, halfway through, and we've got a dramatic breakup.
I don't want to be part of Alaska talks. I want to be Alaska.
Alaska!
Oh, yeah.
And then no one really cared. It was over.
They never really did much of it. Yeah, that's fine.
Alaska!
What?
Oh, she said Alaska. Did your friend leave y'all?
Did she say Alaska? Did she leave? Did your friend leave you?
Smart girl.
Clever girl.
Alaska decides she's gonna go out on her own and try and make it in this world, and just as herself, just as little old Alaska.
Definitely the right choice.
Definitely the right choice, and to Roxy and Detox's credit, they're like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's competition. I get it.
We can't do clicks. It's too dangerous.
I guess it's just road talks now.
Oh, she broke the group up.
Smart girl.
The mini challenge is the library is open.
I hated these glasses.
Awful, really terrible.
Yeah.
They're not fun. You can't see their eyeballs.
Yeah,
it was
Blade Runner or no,
Geordie LaForge.
What was that laser thing? There's a robot with this as a laser. Maybe that's from The Incredibles?
Yes, but I was talking about Star Trek.
Oh, sure. Love that.
But yes, I do. Yes. It was terrible. I hated it.
Yeah.
It's awful. And there was one lens.
Yeah.
I don't even know. No, it was not a good choice.
No.
But the library was also not great.
Oh, unfortunately not. No.
I didn't write one thing down except
Okay.
Alaska.
I don't want to read these girls. I love them so much.
All right, let's go.
Let's do this.
I always love that.
You gotta come in,
Yeah.
with a character
Right.
and attitude.
Yeah, okay. This isn't personal, it's drag. Let's get into it. We've talked about this before. My theory is always that how the library goes, so too does Snatch Game.
Right.
And I guess that's really kind of
Pretty
similar.
true. There was a few okays.
I mean, obviously.
And a great.
Yeah.
I think, too, this whole season is mean.
Mean Girls.
Overbites are very in this season. Too bad your performance here is so underwhelming.
And, I don't dislike it. I'm having a fun time watching it, but I think there's so much drama going on.
Yeah.
It's already so tense. I feel like a lot of the reads were timid.
Jinx Monsoon. Boy George called. He wants his hat back.
They held back.
You're not very talented. That's what I said about you.
Miss Alaska, I think you should wear a mask for every challenge.
Alaska telling Detox, well,
You're so seductive, but unfortunately it's illegal to do it with you because most of your parts are under 18 years of age.
none of your parts are over 18.
That was really good. So you wrote that one down. That was good. Oh, that was Alaska.
That was Alaska. So yeah.
Yeah.
This library was okay. with a few
couple
funny
little
moments and Alaska.
Yeah.
But we find out that the main maxi challenge
Yes.
is the first annual and first ever roast of
RuPaul's.
RuPaul.
No one's safe at a roast, chickens.
Oh, because Alaska won
Yes.
the mini challenge, she gets to determine the order.
If we have this conversation one more time.
I mean, to be fair, this is season 5, so
I
we're
know,
going back in time.
but-
Back in time. Nope, still wrong. I understand the frustration.
Well, nobody wants to go first. Why? Then you have access to all the jokes.
Yep.
If they repeat your jokes, they look stupid. You've set the tone.
Yep.
Like, you get it over with. You don't have to watch everyone else be funnier than you and then go, oh no.
Oh no, now what do I do?
It's like, it doesn't make any sense to me, but anyway.
No one wants to go first, but I mean, I don't mind going first.
That's the hardest one. Wrong move.
So Alaska puts herself first. I
Yep.
said, great.
Yeah, you do you. Good
Fantastic.
for you.
That's
Yeah.
a good choice.
And it worked out, I thought, fine.
I thought she was definitely at the top. I
Right.
might have let her win.
I would have thought so. Who won Coco, right? They really thought Coco was funny.
She was,
She
but
was.
you know, and it was the trajectory of.
Well, of course, the
you know.
storyline. Yeah,
But I
from
laughed
bottom
at
to top.
Alaska's jokes slightly more than Jinx's.
Okay.
They were both good,
Yes.
but we'll get there.
Yeah, we're not there yet. Oh boy, and then this iconic moment.
I can't read this last one. Because they're going to be like,
Everyone's in the world. Oh no, I can't. Can't.
Okay.
Oh, I can't.
Okay. Oh no.
oh my gosh.
Oh, no, I can't.
Oh my gosh, I can't do it. I'm going to have to rewrite it.
There's so much
Yeah.
going on.
Yes. Also, I love part of what makes this so funny is not just Alyssa, but
Detox making fun.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh.
I couldn't possibly. Oh.
With the cracked out beginning of your career or the cracking of your voice at every live performance.
And then she reads it and it's just like frogs.
Yeah. I like that as the new Crickets.
Frogs.
And then it makes me think of the Sondheim musical.
Yeah.
I may be losing my mind, but that sounds like frogs. Like frogs. Help me, the frogs.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so fun thing that they used to do, Bruce Valanche and two other people that neither of us were particularly familiar with. Although the one on the left, she did look really familiar.
They both looked familiar in different ways.
Yeah.
But Bruce Valanche.
Yeah.
Devin Green, Bruce Valanche, and Nadia Ginsburg
are going to be there to help, although it didn't seem like they were all that helpful, but...
They were a sounding board.
Yes.
But no, they weren't overly, helpful.
Yeah.
Go deeper, as somebody once said to me, who I never dated again.
Be as vicious as you can, because that's the name of the game.
I'd write that down. It's a great note.
But Michelle comes around and undermines everyone's confidence.
Yep.
Someone's got to go down, right?
Yeah.
It could be you.
And tells Alyssa...
That's not a joke, that's a read.
But yes, it did kind of remind me a little bit of Fifi, where I feel like
Oh, sure.
Fifi's reads were always a little too mean and not funny.
But I do feel like Alyssa will say the meanest thing and then she'll be like, oh, Tom. Like, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that,
It's great to be evil, but it has to be funny. You got to have a couple of jokes. Seriously.
When Alyssa comes up to the practice round, she tells the end of the joke is that Ru should just jump off a cliff.
Right.
And then she...
Santino, will you please shut the fuck up with your no drag knowledge mouth?
But she says it in a way that's like, that she's not serious.
Sure.
To some extent.
Yeah,
So, I don't know, something about it was just so like...
Yeah. Shut Santino Rice, shut the fuck up with your no drag knowing nonsense. Okay.
It made me laugh. When Bruce Valanche says that you're just mean, whoa.
Yeah. Well, that's...
He's cute.
it's not really funny. It's just an insult.
So, quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the roast. I was going to say the runway, but it's just all in one. It's the roast and a runway.
Yes, this is the start of the sort of Roxy hates Jinx.
Yes.
Weird, insecure.
The innocent, I don't know, maybe I'm in the bottom too, and I feel like,
really?
I'm not acting when I say I'm insecure about things.
She's mad at Jinx for talking about how she's insecure about things.
Not an act when I tell you I'm nervous about shit. That's how I feel.
Okay, well, girl, if you're not gonna take the constructive criticism and how I'm just trying to explain to you how I feel.
Because she thinks it's an act that she's putting on to what end? I'm not sure.
To what end?
To what end? To what end?
This like, well, sorry you're not taking my constructive criticism about how you should be acting this way because like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it was like deep level, like, wait, how did you get here? What?
Yeah.
I guess they just find it annoying, but I don't know how they think this is an advantage.
Right.
But Jinx, like, what game?
Oh, she's getting in your head and she's gonna all of a sudden be like, haha, I'm really great and you never didn't think so, except you already all think so.
Yeah, like that they would be underestimating her.
It's my own thing I'm tackling.
Girl, that's fake to me.
It just like, it doesn't read for me.
It doesn't track for me as like a strategy,
No.
which is the way that Roxy was trying to make it seem.
Yeah.
It's like, girl, if you think it's annoying that she has low self-esteem, I get it, but
Sure.
like, you know, so do half the other girls in this
Right,
group.
right.
So
I think Roxy's feeling insecure and
well,
then she's
right.
lashing out.
And I think, I mean, they were all talking, we'll get there in Untucked, but they all are like, I think Jinx could win.
Jinx is a fierce competitor.
And so it's like,
Coco
well,
basically was like, when they put that crown on her head, she's gonna be laughing all the way to the bank and be like, haha, you guys all, and it was like, oh,
Yeah.
you know.
Especially on that runway.
You the next drag superstar, crazy that crown on her head, she gonna look at all us and say, I got all y'all dumb asses.
I don't,
Anyway.
It's very weird. It's a very weird.
I think she just doesn't like Jinx.
No, definitely, but it's a very weird way to bully someone.
Absolutely.
It's like bordering on gaslighting.
It is a little gaslighting.
Just like where it's like, you should
think better of yourself. You're a terrible person for not thinking better of yourself.
like a weird
terrible person.
double, I don't know, like a double negative. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Double negative, right?
Right.
So yes, this will continue and only get worse.
Yeah. Oh my God. So I'm wearing this hideous green tank top that I mistakenly ordered.
Hideous.
Because in honor of Ru's hideous green sequin fabric, was it?
Sequin serpentine.
With the zippers on diagonals and then
Cobra woman.
Yeah, did not care for this look.
No, you
the
did
green,
not.
I
You
hate
did.
it.
You
I
did
just
not.
hate it.
I told her not to wear green. I hate it.
So I wore this, and then we also are wearing our Showgirls themed for a joke that will come up later.
First up, Alaska. Came out of the gates hot. Really enjoyed this.
Leslie Jordan is the only man on earth to have fucked more gay men than Michelle Visage.
It's good.
It's good. Yeah,
good
I
joke.
thought she had good, like, Michelle's a whore jokes before they all just were, oh no. I mean, Jinx was funny. No, seriously, she's a whore. But
it's just a fact.
it's just a fact. It's not a read, it's just a fact.
Michelle Visage is so full of semen. Period. No, seriously, she's a whore.
There was so many specifics, but not too many specifics, if that makes sense.
Sure,
so,
right.
you know, she says, RuPaul's so old.
RuPaul is so old that the Hindenburg disaster nearly destroyed her bat mitzvah.
So it's like double. Like, it wasn't that she was born, she was already 13.
Yeah.
When they, like, there's extra layers
Yes.
of just like,
And Jewish, apparently.
just if it's right. Oh, that one really got me.
It was good.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Well, because that's what makes the joke funny, right?
Right.
Okay, we've heard all of the, well, I guess at this point we hadn't.
Yeah, right.
But still, you know, okay, Ru's so old, sure. But at least it was a different twist on it.
Well, adding two different age factors,
Yes.
right? You know, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
something that's old, but then you've also, like, you have to think about it for half a second and go, oh, wait, that means that she was
13.
She was already a man when this event happened.
Right.
RuPaul is so old that when she opens her legs, all you hear is.
Yeah.
It was really good. I thought
Yeah.
Alaska did a great job.
I thought she did a great job. I honestly could have seen her winning. I guess they didn't like her runway because it was
the same Z's
Yeah.
ish. But I mean, I thought it was good. Her
Yeah.
hair was enormous.
Yep.
Her makeup looked good.
Yep. I thought she did a great job.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So then next, Roxy Andrews. This was rough.
Oh yeah. Rue's strained, embarrassed face. Like, oh no.
How the fuck can I call you my mom if you're as old as my grandpa?
Smile,
Just
please.
sit through all of this.
Oh no. She was really looking at the cards.
Yeah.
All of your wigs and
She was all over the place. It was really it was very bad.
It was uncomfortable.
It was not good. It was uncomfortable to watch. So that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
And her runway was sort of, what am I looking at? It was like a lace bodysuit, but then it had sort of like a bustle that just sort of attached that was like maybe velvety black or something like that.
It kind of looked cheap and slutty on the top and then like Chanel-y on the bottom, if that makes sense. And so I was just confused. Who is this woman and where is she going?
Apparently to RuPaul's funeral.
Oh my God, right.
I just hope that you're having the time of your life because you don't have much time left.
Next out, Coco Montrese as...
I'm Ru Good cousin from the Brewster Projects. She didn't know I was coming tonight. You didn't know I was going to be here, did you?
Coco really nailed it.
Yeah.
Great idea to do a character.
I think
and she said...
Coco is not a comedian. But RuPaul's long-lost friend from the Brewster Projects is a comedian.
She's funny.
Right,
like, she brings the comedy.
Right.
And I was like,
well, and you can be... like I think even just it's kind of like Ru talking about like the idea of drag, right? When you're in this persona, then you're freed from the normal constraints of your mind or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, I'm not being me telling RuPaul to go fuck herself or whatever. But like, you know, it's this persona that I've created of this person that would want to tell Ru how terrible they are or whatever.
Well, it gives you a backstory, it gives you intention, it gives you like something to riff on and
very
rely on. It was a great idea.
Hello? Girl, you look like the Black Pee Wee Herman.
And her high water pants.
Just Katrina. I mean...
Pants so high. He looked like he in New Orleans and Hurricane Katrina, girl.
It had Ru
Ru
cackling.
was losing it. And I think this was such a trajectory from last week, you know? So that was like really like, oh my gosh, wow, she really nailed it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's...
Oh my God, Coco finally got out of her own way. Oh no.
Oh no.
Seriously? Is this what you're doing? Because I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Well, you know.
Even winning the challenge, she was that bad. I guess at that and in Tuck, she hadn't
won yet.
But I mean,
yeah.
getting all that positive feedback, and she
Right.
still had to be pissed off.
Y'all know I have a sense of humor. You can read me. You can say whatever you want to say to me.
Girl, please. No, I'm serious. Girl, you have got to be kidding me.
And her look was cute. You know, she put on a whole persona with the
the
red
hair.
crimped hair and the big gold bangly jewelry everywhere.
the
Like
big
she really
earrings and stuff.
put on a character.
Yeah. So then next, Jinx Monsoon, who came out. Oh my God, Michelle finally gave her a compliment. I actually like this look a lot. This sequins, black and white, big sequins.
Big old fisheye sequins.
Yeah.
Are you saying sequin or
Sequence dress.
sequin dress? I think is what you mean.
I say sequence dress.
Is that the wrong English? That's how we're saying it. Sequenced. These were reads and facts and mean, but that was the point, so it worked.
It's gonna be hard to top Coco. But look at her. Who would want to top Coco?
I didn't think that she nailed it.
It wasn't little Edie. You know, it wasn't
No.
like, oh my God, this is a revelation, but it was very funny.
It was certainly funny, and like she was in no way, shape, or form in danger of being in the bottom.
Next out, Ivy Winters, matching RuPaul in this green sequin, flat red hair.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. She looked put together. It was nice.
Yeah, she kind of looked like Deborah Messing.
She never stopped.
No.
Kept it moving.
Sure.
Told cute, nice, short jokes.
I feel like whenever Michelle farts, a fairy gets her wings. Speaking of fairies, hello, Leslie.
Sure.
And it wasn't embarrassing.
No.
But it was also, I didn't write one thing down.
Right.
You know, it was just like, oh, that was
comical.
humorous.
Humorous-ish.
But like her energy was good.
Yeah,
I
that's-
wasn't like, I'm uncomfortable.
Right.
It was just like, oh, yeah, sure.
The key is that the energy is there because you can
Yeah.
really sell anything even if it's shit. Oh boy. Next up, Alyssa Edwards.
Honey, tonight I am shaking in my pumps.
I mean, now, to be fair, she also was earnestly going for it.
I mean, she went in.
And she thought she was funny.
This was the best bunch of people you could get to come judge. Can I get a gay man?
Which then kind of makes you think that maybe she's funny.
Or at least it's funny that she thinks she's funny.
Exactly.
And also, I was laughing because there was I know she was touching the mic, but there was so much mic feedback that I suspect they may have added a few here and there.
RuPaul's next Drag Queen of the Year.
Just like
maybe they did it to cover up the constant thumping.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Santino Rice. What the hell you know about winning something?
And then when we get to Untucked and they show the Untucked exclusive where they just turned it off.
They just turned the mic off.
Straight up turned it off.
And Ru, now I ain't mad at you. I enjoyed your last single. This is the beginning.
Wild stuff.
Yeah.
And she's got a joke about, the only thing Coco and Santino have in common is they're both runners-up. It was sort of funny. I don't know why. The thing that's not funny about that is who cares what Coco and Santino have in common.
Right.
Find a different way to get there.
Sure.
Because, let's burn Santino for getting second place. Sure, yeah, whatever.
Sure. They both came in second and like to go to the Red Lobster with Tim Gunn.
If we continue to fight in front of my colleagues at Red Lobster, we're gonna have to break up.
No, wait.
Andre.
Yeah,
Where's
Andre. Where's Andre?
Designers, look out for Andre. He's our little lamb.
I was going to make a second coming joke. Did you not
Jesus.
ever see the 10?
No.
It's like a sexy Jesus.
Rock me, sexy Jesus.
And he's like, get ready for a second coming.
Good.
Prepárate para la segunda venida.
There was that weird joke with Ivy about...
Having sex with Santino is a lot like Ru's music career. Awkward.
You would know.
Santino goes, you would know. And it just felt weird to me, like, well, we fucked that one time.
And it was awkward? I think it just meant that this situation currently is awkward.
Was awkward, but it just read weird to me.
That was weird for me.
Yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention it.
Sure.
Oh, and Alyssa was wearing another black feathered weird...
The fact that they're reading Alaska...
For having the same look, and I'm like...
At least has a point of view in her looks. They both sell them in different ways. Like Alyssa comes out and like...
She walks like a dressage horse.
I got all the confidence in the world. Alaska comes out and I've got my character and I'm doing my shtick. But Alyssa's looks are bad.
Bad. I love her, but they're bad.
They're not good.
No.
And so this was, I don't know, some black dress with some shit on it. I don't know. Last out, Detox. With this blue Dayglow wig.
She
and sort
loves
of
her neons.
She does. This sort of belted dress with similar blues and, it was kind of 80s and it was cute.
It was nice. It was cute. It was good enough.
Yeah.
For like a stand-up thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
Detox had my favorite joke of the whole night.
Michelle's favorite movie in the world is Showgirls. And much like Nomi Malone, she relies on the talents of her black friend.
Such a good one.
Such a good one. Really great. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Oh, we don't have any chips.
That's what I was,
And they toast with their chips. Fucking brilliant.
So yes, I mean, obviously she was playing To Our Crown, but I did love that joke and thought it was fucking fabulous.
Really great.
Really, really funny. And they do talk about Detox and how she was relying on cursing too much. And I see what they mean. It wasn't part of the natural cadence. And it wasn't not always. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't.
Right.
But it was a crutch.
It was.
Oh, fuck. Where do I fucking start? Oh, God.
Well, it was just that it was her, more than even a crutch per se. It's not like she was saying it.
Instead of her saying she was saying
said,
fuck.
Right. Oh, fuck.
Which I can relate to.
Of course.
I get it.
Yeah. So I think that was really all that it was it wasn't like she was intentionally using it to try and seem anything.
No.
She was just...
I think she has a filthy mouth.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Like, it's her go-to.
Yeah.
And we saw that last week with Lucian and her, she messed up. Oh, fuck, right?
Yeah.
It's just that. And in this case, it was a lot of them.
Right.
And I did feel like, yes, they were right. It started to get a little...
It slowed down the timing and the pace, and you saw the nerves more.
Exactly.
But she did have some great jokes.
Yes, she did. Yes. That saved her from being a Roxy, right? Where it was like, ooh. So, quick commercial break, and we're back with a lip sync and Untucked. Ooh. Lots of drama and iconic moments to come.
So many iconic things.
Yeah.
Coco wins.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah, good for her.
So now Alaska's the only one who hasn't won.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Ready for me.
We're not ready for her.
Good.
Are you ready for me?
Roxy and Alyssa are in the bottom. And Andrew forgot
I did forget entirely.
that this Completely and utterly iconic. Holy shit, this is like so, this is the stuff.
Yeah.
Like, whoa,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The stuff that dreams are made of.
Going back, you go, wow, that was
Well,
like, oh my God. You
The
know?
wig reveal, I mean,
Holy crap.
at the time,
Yeah.
you know, now.
Lost your mind.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the origin of Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were just losing their mind.
I whip my hair. Oh, right, they have to lip sync to I whip my hair.
Whip my hair.
Yeah.
This was a terrible lip sync song, but a
Oh.
fucking fantastic lip sync.
Yes.
I mean, you know, what can
It
I
happens.
say?
I got a seizure watching that.
The lights were going and
Yeah,
the
I
hair
whip
was
my hair,
going.
I
It was
whip my hair. You can't see any of their lips because they're just whipping their hair,
Well,
but
and-
also there was fierce. So
It was fierce. They had the attitude. Alyssa was, you know, her shoe came off. Everything was going crazy. Terrible lip sync song.
Terrible.
I mean, because it's the same lyrics.
Right. There's no, oh great, you know the lyrics to that. Like if you're Valentina in this one, then you're really fucked because like, wow.
In a 7-line chorus.
Did you ever learn the lyrics at all? I didn't have the lyrics with me, so I stayed up listening to the song and writing them. I wrote them.
What? It's a 7-word chorus.
Yes, so we get the wig reveal and the wig reveal and oh my God, I mean, this was, I mean,
It's
this is
great.
the first, so that's always the most, you know,
The first wig reveal.
on the show,
Right,
I believe.
right. I
A
think
wig
so.
on wig reveal.
A wig on wig, yeah.
I'm
Ooh, I took my wig
pretty
off.
sure I remember this being like, I'm floored, oh my God, I couldn't have imagined this, oh my God, what's
Right.
happening?
Right, I'm pretty sure too.
And they both have tons of energy and holy crap. And I mean, I remembered what happened, but at the time I remember going, I mean, how can you,
You can send.
we can't send Roxy home, we can't send Alyssa home, what's
Right,
happening?
right,
This is
what do we
pure
do?
madness.
What you two did on this runway is the passion I am looking for. Shantae, you both stay.
And then Roxy has her
breakdown.
iconic breakdown on the runway and talking about
My mother left my sister and myself at a bus stop when I was 3.
and like the room changes.
Yes.
And she is feeling those deep in her soul.
Yeah.
I try to stay so strong, but I'm so weak at the same time.
And we haven't seen a ton of emotion from Roxy.
That's true. And
know?
you could tell it did feel very real.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It just also was so out of nowhere at this point. Like when you
If you
watch
haven't
Untucked,
seen Untucked.
exactly, which you hadn't yet.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're like, ugh.
Like, I do remember watching this and just be like, what?
It just hurts that I was left. Nobody cared.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
What? You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, she bears it all out there and everyone is crying.
And I'm sure Alyssa is like, oh my God, I'm fucked.
Yeah, oh, I'm completely fucked. Great.
But no.
Yes.
Shantae's, this is what I want to see. This is what, you know, the
yeah,
energy.
this is the
and-
passion.
Yeah.
Shantae, you both stay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down for it. I'm here for a double elimination and a double save.
Yeah.
You know. So, this week on Untucked, oh boy.
Oh boy, I mean, so we get into the room and the first thing out of Coco's mouth is, y'all know that I can take a joke.
Oh my God.
I don't have a problem with that. Y'all know I have a sense of humor. You can read me. You can say whatever you want to say to me.
And that you can read me and I won't take it personally.
Girl, please. No, I'm serious. Girl, you have got to be kidding me.
Everyone's looking at their shoes.
Yeah.
Everyone look at your shoes!
Oh, dear Lord. Is that Donnie? Everybody, look at your shoes.
Yeah, self-awareness, maybe not Coco's strong suit.
Well, it's like, so she brings it up, like, you
Yep.
know I can take a joke, so you're like, oh God, where's this going?
Yep.
And then retroactively it's like, I'm mad because I guess her and Alyssa both agreed not to bring up the pageant or some mysterious
Or she
figure.
said to Alyssa, please don't bring up the pageant.
I was asked by somebody not to bring up a certain thing, which was pageants.
I have no idea.
There was
and
some
I do not care.
conversation about don't bring it up or whatever, and so she's all pissed because
Yeah.
Alyssa brought up, you know, runner up and all of these things, and she's feeling her feels, even though she got such good critiques. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
she should be on cloud 9 and be like, whatever, fuck
Yeah,
it all, I don't give a
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Alyssa did terribly, great.
Right,
I hope you go
who
home,
cares?
bitch.
Exactly,
You
yeah.
know?
Oh.
Like, all tea, all shade, I wish one of y'all would go home.
Girl, I looked at her.
And then she tries to be like, well, I didn't bring it up. And then they're like, here are the receipts of me
Right.
bringing it up. And everyone being like, girl, what?
Alyssa Edwards?
Not too much.
She only here because I'm here. That's not a read.
And at this point, everyone else is basically like,
I don't want to
yo, we have to.
We either need to put this behind us and absolutely never bring it up again, or we can't be friends.
Never talk about this again because I hate it.
I've had it officially.
The room has officially had it. Okay, so we're agreeing to never talk about this again. But if it does come up again, we can yell at you and tell you not to bring it up again. Okay. Okay, we're all square? Okay.
Can we all cheers to that, please?
Moving on.
Can I get some more vodka?
I'll drink to that.
Oh boy, and then Roxy's, wow, I love her, but wow.
I feel like I got the hard end of the stick tonight, and it's not fair. It's not fair.
She's talking about how she thinks it's unfair that
Right.
she's getting judged so harshly for something she's bad at, which comedy just comes naturally to Jinx. So
I don't think they take into consideration how much harder it is for certain girls than it is for others. You know, comedy comes to Jinx naturally.
So it's like,
What
so
did she
then
say? When there's gonna be a look your
the
most
beautiful
gorgeous
challenge, she's
gonna be in the bottom two.
It's just like very petty.
Yeah.
And obviously coming from a place of jealousy
Yes.
and insecurity, and it's awkward.
Yes, and also like I think it's both jealousy and insecurity, but also I think that she just has different values. You know what I mean?
She puts value on different things.
Than
yeah.
Jinx does.
But yeah, to be like, oh, comedy just like you're just good at it. Like, wait, what?
Well, so that's not fair. And it's like, what?
So you're just good at glamour? You didn't practice,
Sure.
learn,
Right.
train
Oh, well,
yourself,
right,
do all.
right.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a lot, and then, but then they moved to the gold bar.
What's happening in the gold bar? Can I go to the gold bar, please?
Get to see everyone's baby pictures.
Yeah.
And it's cute, full, and fairly uneventful, and definitely, the producers being like, think about your childhood.
Sure.
And although at the end, Detox, is that you?
No, it's Coco.
Is that you? No, that's Coco.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And this is when we hear the extended story. Well, Jinx first shares that about how her mother was an alcoholic and she had to basically parent her younger brother. And then when she became of age and independent, left, and I feel so selfish. I mean, it's funny now. I'm sure that everything's great now, but it's funny. We've heard it so many times, and now we finally get to hear it in person.
I feel so selfish.
Don't, Jinx.
Yes.
In the full context, I feel so selfish. Shares her whole story.
Your parents are the people who are supposed to protect you, and sometimes they're the people putting you in most jeopardy.
Yeah.
And then that prompts Roxy to then tell us the longer story about her mother and how her grandmother ended up raising them. And it's all very heavy, but very
heavy.
real.
Yes.
I mean, it feels induced, but not put upon, if that makes sense.
Sure.
And I remember she said that she was going to the supermarket and she'd be right back. And we stayed and played on that bench, which was green. Girl, eventually day turned into night, and then somebody found us.
Yeah, there was a catalyst with the pictures, but it wasn't like, now talk about your deep emotional wounds of your abandonment issues.
Right.
Per se. Like, it was just like, well, this came up kind of naturally.
Somewhat organically,
somewhat
with a bit of massaging. But
sure. Yeah.
Let's all share and grow
exactly.
together.
Yeah, it's a supportive sisterhood. It's a sad story. I felt so bad for Roxy. We left at a bus stop. They went to an orphanage, and then finally they're like a year later, gosh, yeah. So anyway, you could see how it had all built up, like all of these emotions, being in the bottom, lip syncing, wanting this so bad, all of these other things, all of it coming together.
Yeah.
You could see it happening. It
Yeah.
made more sense now.
Yes. Then they're back to being like, Jinx is just pretending she's insecure.
Jinx is definitely one of those sneaky snakes in the competition.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I did good in the challenge, but I don't know if I'm gonna... Miss Thing, don't play that card with me.
I just don't know what they think. Do they think the judges think, if she's doing poorly and she doesn't have confidence, the judges aren't going to be like, you should win.
No.
They all really focus in, and it doesn't get better.
No.
But eventually it gets better.
There you go.
So we'll see you next week.
Yes. See you next Thursday.
Bounce, little kitty, meow, meow.